Welcome back to another video. Today I am very excited for this one because this one has been one that I have just been looking forward to for so long, and with the end of the DCEU, RIP DCEU, we did get Zack Snyder's Justice League, and we also had some pretty decent parts in movies. But I genuinely did like the DCEU for what it was. I did like Man of Steel. I did like, I did like parts of Batman vs. Superman. There were some parts that I didn't care for, especially casting Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. I thought that was kind of dumb. And there's some other stuff, but overall, I really did enjoy Batman vs. Superman. But that's just me, and I am a huge fan of Zack Snyder's cut of the Justice League. I absolutely love that shit. It's one of my favorite superhero movies, and overall they were nice for what they were, and it is kind of sad to see it go. But hopefully, I'm just hoping that we get something good out of DC. But I ain't keeping my fingers crossed. This Superman stuff looks okay, but yeah, I don't really care at this point. Hopefully we get something good. I don't know. But we did get a really cool figure. Mcfarlane, it's been a while since I've taken a look at a Mcfarlane figure, but they have made something that I have been looking forward to for like ever now. And that is a Batman figure based on his appearance in Batman vs. Superman. Now this isn't just like his armored up suit. This isn't like the stupid Justice League suit that we saw. This is his original suit. This is what he looked like on like the poster. Like, this is my favorite Batman suit. This is one of my favorite suits, and I've just been hoping that Mcfarlane makes one, and they did. This came out, I think, last year, and I've had it for a bit. I actually don't remember where I got it. I think I actually ordered this when it first released. So I'm very happy to have this in hand, and I've been really looking forward to reviewing it, and I also want to do some customizing to it, like I do with all my DC Mcfarlane figures. So yeah, this is just, it's so cool to see this thing. I'm really hoping that it does, make me happy, because I've been looking forward to this thing for a while. I'm just hoping that this thing works out and is not a complete just jumbled mess of shit. I've seen a lot of people complain some parts about this figure. We're gonna see for ourselves and see what we have to say about it. But yeah, I feel like, Mcfarlane Toys has some hit and misses. I feel like as of recent, they've been having a lot of misses lately. They've had a lot of different comic book characters. They've had the animated series, which honestly doesn't look as good, which kind of sucks because I love the animated series, but I just do not want to pick up any of those figures. But yeah, this one was the only one that I've been excited for. And of course, Batman vs. Batman Forever and Batman Returns. I've been really excited for those figures, and I cannot wait to get my hands on those, especially that Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face. God, I love that. But really, there's really been nothing else. They haven't released anything from the Arkham series, which kind of sucks because there's so many other characters they can do, and there's just been like duds for me. I'm sure a lot of people are happy with what they got. We do have the Joker playset coming out based on like the 2019 movie, but I don't know. It just feels like Mcfarlane's not as it doesn't hit as much as I would have liked, as it used to be. But anyways, we're going to be taking a look at this guy. I'm very excited to take a look at him. I really do hope in the future that they make the armored suit, which would be kind of cool, and the Nightmare Realm suit, because right now I have my custom of the Nightmare Realm, or the Nightmare Batman figure, and it looks awesome, but I would love to see what they do with it. And maybe they can top my custom, because I feel like that this figure has topped my custom Batman right here. But whatever, this is a cool figure. I'm very excited to take a look at him. If you guys do enjoy this little video, if you made it to the very end of this video, thank you. Like, subscribe if you want to. If not, that's all right with me. But we're gonna get onto this figure, and yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling and we're gonna take a look at it. So here we have the figure himself. This is what the box looked like. It's nothing different than what you've seen before. It's basic Batman. There's nothing new with it. You got the figure right there. You got the basic Mcfarlane box right there with the DC Mcfarlane logo there, nothing at the top, Batman on the side with Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice there. Got some stuff there, got a QR code right here, which is, I guess is cool. The back is really cool because you got this beautiful image of like the poster with Batman and Superman right there with the Batman logo with the S in the center of it. I think that looks really cool. There was a lot of hype for this movie when it first came out, and I still enjoy it. So, but the figure looks decent, but we're not here just to take a little preview at it. We're going to unbox this thing. So we're going to get his little tray out. He also does have stuff in the inside, as you know. So if we can just slide this bad boy out, if I can. I'm not collecting the box, so I don't really care if I damage it. Come on. Come on. There we go. Toss that down. Rip these little thingies out. And we have our little accessory there. And our last one there. Toss that down. I almost hit the cat. Boom. We have all of his little stuff out right there. Now for the figure himself, which I did pre-take the things off, so yeah, that's always nice. I always hate those little stupid plastic straps here because they're just so annoying. But I did not take the tape off of these little things, so we got all of his little accessories just chilling, waiting to get out. There's that, and now I gotta get rid of this. Come on, buddy. There we go. Beautiful. Now that I've made probably the loudest noise known to man, we have all of his little accessories. So what we're going to do is get all of these little accessories on the little display thing, and let's take a look at those first. So here we have all of his little accessories first. So let's start off with kind of the most boring parts. We have the stand. The stand is basic Mcfarlane stand. There's nothing crazy about it. It's just the DC logo in a black circular stand with the peg right there, nothing at the bottom. It's just the basic thing. You've seen this a million different times. What you haven't seen a million times is the card. So the card's really, really cool. It's got Superman and Batman just like it was on the back of the box, but it's pretty cool. And you also have some information about Batman. Fearing the actions of the godlike Superman left unchecked, Gotham City's own formidable forceful vigilante takes on Metropolis's most revert modern-day savior, while the world wrestles with what sort of super I don't even know what I'm saying, with what sort of hero it really needs, and with Batman and Superman, trademark, at war with one another, a new threat quickly arises, putting mankind in a greater danger than it's ever known before, which is fucking Doomsday, which kind of sucked in that movie. Yeah, the card's cool. Information, it's there. I don't know why I read it. Usually I just kind of say pause it. I just kind of went off the rail there. But the card's cool. I usually like to collect them because, I don't know, maybe one day they'll be worth money and I can get rid of them, but who knows. He does come with a pair of hands, which is kind of cool. He has fist hands here, and on the stock hands he has these trigger finger hands, which are on both sides, so that's kind of cool. He also does have some gadgets, which I think is really, really cool. So he has two of these batarangs, which are very thick and very big. There was no need to make them this big. Like, I get it, losing them would kind of suck, but god damn, why are they so massive? Like, geez Louise, it was not that massive in the movie. The sculpt work looks nice. The paint job is simple. I mean, nothing crazy, but I mean, why are they just so big? I don't understand that. I could say the exact same with the grapple gun too. The grapple gun looks pretty big, but honestly, I can give this one a pass. I cannot give the batarangs a pass because they're just way too oversized. But I do like the details on the grappling gun. There's no paint; it's just black plastic. But it would be kind of cool to repaint this because it looks cool, and I really do like it. I wish there was a little thing you can kind of put something in there, but I don't know, it's pretty neat. But other than that, that's pretty much all he has there. Let's take a look at the figure himself. So here we have the Dark Knight himself, Batman, the Bat Flick. I think he looks pretty decent. The figure itself looks pretty nice. I mean, from like first glance, I think it does a pretty good job. But here's the thing that everybody that I saw was very upset about was the head sculpt. Now, the head sculpt is not as bad as I thought, and it's not horrible. I mean, it has somewhat of a likeness to him, but there's just something off with him, and that has to be the neck. The neck just seems way too long for Batman. It just to me, it does not seem, the neck should not be that long. I could be tripping, but it just does not seem to be that long, and the face looks way too slimmed just for me. It just does not look like Ben Affleck's Batman. So the thing that I like to do, that I did realize this, is I do like to take the head off, and I take this entire peg piece off, and it's very easy to get off because the whole thing is a rubbery plastic. And once you put this on here, ready for this, hopefully it does what I want it to do. Boom. Now that looks so much better. I don't know about you guys, but I just saw a huge shift in this Batman figure. It looks pretty nice now. The neck is way more shorter now, and the likeness is way better, especially when you squish it. Once you squish that head, Ben Affleck comes out a little bit more. That could be just me, and I could just be like hallucinating, but it just feels like that is the case. With their original release of the Bat Flick, this is what they both look like. And you could see that both of them have somewhat of a likeness to Batman, or to the Dark Knight for Ben Affleck. This one still does look a little bit more like Batman, or look a little bit more like Ben Affleck's Batman, but this one doesn't look half bad. I would like a custom head sculpt like one of these days. Just get a custom head sculpt. I think that'd be pretty cool. But this simple little change I think works tremendously. Now, sadly, we're going to put the little peg back on. Let me know what you guys think about that, if that is something that, could work out. Because I know a lot of people were very upset at first with the head sculpt, and I see a lot of people doing a lot of things to modify it, or just getting different heads in general to, make it a little bit better. But I just feel like that little fix helped it out a whole lot. And I actually did just see somebody like heat up, I think they heated it up and just squished the head, and it made it look a whole lot better. So yeah, I don't know why it keeps getting out of focus, but that is pretty cool. Really do like it. For the rest of the body itself, the sculpting and the painting is not bad. There is a very lack of paint in some places. There is supposed to be more gold in some of these spots. And but they did a pretty decent job. I really do like the way it looks. I feel like it could be a little tiny bit more bulky, but that probably is just me. And I think with the head being down a little bit more and squished, I think that helps it out a lot. There are some things that I do have problems with, but sculpting wise, I think it's pretty good, pretty decent. But the painting wise is not bad. And you do have a fabric cape too, which is actually really cool. It's pretty big too, so I really do like it. But this is my big issue, the back of the figure. So you could see, I just dropped something. You could see that all around the figure, kind of, that there is a nice, like, decent kind of wash. There's almost like a dry brushing of kind of like a darker gray with this suit. But once you get to the back, that's gone, and it's like completely just like they forgot. And I've seen a lot of people's copies like that, so it's not just mine. So it's like, why would you skip the back? I do appreciate the peg hole right there. I think that's really cool and will definitely help get it into some dynamic poses, which really makes me wish that they actually had better stands for their Mcfarlane figures, because I don't like the Mcfarlane flight poles or flight waist grabbers. I think they are shit, but this is cool. I really do like that. If you had a stand that can actually like plug into his back, I think that works out pretty well. But the lack of paint is just disgusting. I don't like that. So that is something I'll be modifying. I mean, it's not horrible. You'll be having the cape down the whole time, but still, it's just like, come on, man. But it's like a $20 figure, so I don't know. What do you expect? Again, there's no gold. I think there's supposed to be gold on like the hands here, and I think these are supposed to be gold and I think on the feet as well. So there's no gold, just on the utility belt, which is very nicely sculpted. I really do like that. And I do like the bat symbol at the front too. It's very nicely sculpted. It's got a nice little texture to it. I think that's pretty nice. I do like the fabric cape. I wish it was a bendy wire cape, but the fabric cape is very nice. I really do like that. The articulation for this figure is probably really good. I really do like the articulation. So with this head, you can look up that far, down that far, some side to side, and of course swivel. You do have kind of a butterfly joint, but I think that's with all their figures. You have an arm that can go out that far, full rotation, bicep swivel, double bend at the elbow, a wrist swivel, a hinge joint at the wrist. You have a chest swivel and a waist swivel, which can crunch down that far and back that far. You have a nice spread, which is very nice, and it has a nice little kind of ratchety sound to it, which is really nice. Leg can go out that far. It does kind of warp the diaper just a little bit, because this whole diaper is made out of this like really soft rubber, so if you leave it in a pose for long, it kind of warps it, but I think it just goes right back into shape because, you know, whatever. And because of that, you can actually move his leg out a little bit farther than you could because of the butt being not completely plastic, so I think that's pretty cool. You do have a double bend at the knee, a up and down at the foot. You can fake a pivot if you kind of work with it just a tiny bit. Can you not do that with this one? I think that one's actually kind of fit. I'm pretty sure you probably could, but whatever. And then you get a nice little toe bend, which can work in some poses. But other than that, the posability is not bad. You can get him into some pretty decent poses. But yeah, that's pretty much all he's got, and that's pretty much all I have to talk about, to be honest. So in case you guys are wondering, here's a little bit of a size comparison. You can see he stands up to a little bit over 7 inches, which is pretty nice. We do have some size comparisons coming in. Of course, we have the Jason Voorhees Part 7 from NECA, the Figma Doomslayer, which he's on his stand, so it gives him just a little bit more height, the Mcfarlane Arkham Knight Batman. Here he is next to my modified Mcfarlane Superman, which is really cool to see both of them together. Here is Wonder Woman and Aquaman together, and they all look pretty nice. And here is Cyborg and the Flash, and they both look pretty good together. So here is all of the Mcfarlane Justice League figures. I feel like my little Justice League set is complete. I have my favorite Aquaman, my Wonder Woman, my Cyborg, my Flash, my Superman, and my Batman, which I do need to customize a little bit more. And of course I have Darkseid, which all of these guys together look really cool, and I'm so happy that they all just look nice. I'm really happy about that. I do need to do some stuff with Batman. Batman needs to have a big customization change. I think I can live with the thick batarangs, which sucks, but I guess this looks fine, but that still looks oversized, so whatever. Just before I go, I just now kind of realized this. If you do want the batarangs and stuff into his hands, I mean, I guess you can kind of hold it like that, or you can probably just like wedge it in there if you want. What he looks like with the grapple gun, we pretty much just gotta squeeze that into there, and luckily the hands are made of like a rubber, so that's always nice. That's what he looks like with his gun. Again, very oversized for Batman, but I guess I can live with that. But then here's a better look at what he would look like if he just properly held the batarang. Just looks way too big. And if you do want the wrists off, you pretty much just pop them off. That was really easy. I sadly don't have that one. I dropped that one on the ground earlier. You pretty much just pop that off, slide this on this ginormous peg, and there you go. He's got fist hands. So that's pretty much that. This figure isn't bad. He's not perfect, but he's not bad either. I still kind of recommend getting him if you do want to customize him. If you just want him stock, I mean, I feel like there's better options out there, but I think he's pretty decent. I really do need just to fix the paint. I need to fix the face just a little bit. I'll just start with like kind of modifying it just a little bit. Maybe adding some stubble might help. And if that doesn't work, then I'll go the Superman route and get this very nice, realistic looking face for my Batman. So all in all, I think the figure's fine. He has flaws. The paint's pretty decent. The sculpt is pretty nice. The accuracy is, it's there, but it's not the best. The quality, I think, is overall pretty good. And overall, I do like this figure. So I am giving this figure a 4 out of 5. This figure deserves just a nice little 4 out of 5. He's not perfect, and I wish he was better. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about this figure. Let's get on to the outro. So, do I regret getting this figure? No, I don't. I'm pretty happy that I got this figure, and he fits pretty well into the collection. Like I said, everything is nice. I really do like the articulation. I think you can get him in some pretty dope poses, but there is just some stuff that I just wish was better. But he is a pretty cool figure. If you do want to pick yours up, I'm pretty sure he's in stores right now if you can find him. Toy stores nowadays are just so scarce. Like Walmart and Target that I've been to have like nothing on the shelves. So I don't know, get him online if you can. He does look pretty nice. I do like him a lot. And yeah, I think he really does complete my DCEU Justice League collection pretty nicely. And I'm very happy that I do have him. I cannot wait to customize this guy and show you. So that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. We're going to be taking a look at some pretty cool figures, and yeah, it's gonna be cool. I'm really excited to look at them, and I'm hopefully you guys are excited for what's coming. But that is pretty much all I have to say for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Again, like, comment if you want. If you don't, I don't care. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next review.